Okay, everyone, the Extreme Platinum Media Center is for real. Yes, you do get all the TV and the movies and sports. For example, right now, this is football season, so you're going to get the NFL college games, the Red Zone, NFL channel, every game, every week. This device will save you hundreds of dollars a year. You can keep your basic cable or you can eliminate your cable altogether. That's up to you. Let's face it, we only watch a few channels, so why are you spending all that money for just a few channels, most of which you never watch? Go to oldtimeradiodvd.com, one price, one time, for all the TV and movies and sports that you can watch. oldtimeradiodvd.com. This is by far the best product on the market at the best price. Go to oldtimeradiodvd.com. You'll be glad you did.
Presenting the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon. Last week, Flash Gordon was given a charge of electrical current which would keep him invisible for a time sufficient for him to make a trip to the Witch Queen's palace. But he was warned most emphatically by Dr. Zarkov that he must return to the herdsman's cottage at the first sign of his reappearing to human vision. In the meantime, Azora was found to have recovered from the drug of forgetfulness, and Tal delivered Khan to her as a household servant. While Tal was out of the room, Khan gave Azora another portion of lithium. Azora followed Khan's coaching, and Tal never suspected she was again drugged. Meanwhile, Dale Arden was worrying about Flash and feared for his safety. But Dr. Zarkov told her they could do nothing but hope for Flash Gordon's safe return. While they worried and waited, Flash arrived at the outer walls of Azora's palace, and terrifying the guards by his invisibility, sent word to Azora that the avenging shadow was coming. These thrilling adventures come to you as they are pictured each Sunday in the big full-page Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The full-page Comic Weekly, each page printed in full colors, is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. Now we continue the story. As Dale Arden and Dr. Zarkov anxiously wait for Flash, they suddenly hear a horse approaching.
It's Flash. I'll go and welcome him.
Wait. Let us make sure who it is first before you go out. It may be one of these soldiers searching for us.
It is Flash. I can see the riderless horse.
Yes, it is a riderless horse, all right. But we cannot tell whether the invisible Flash is riding him or whether the horse is really without a rider.
You mean Flash may have been killed? Oh, no. He can't be dead.
We shall soon know. Call him.
Flash! Flash, darling! Are you there?
Yes, Dale. It worked.
Thank heavens. I was so worried about you, darling.
Why? I promised to return before I became visible, and here I am.
Yes, lad, here you are. And just in time. Look at your hands.
Oh, I can see them. Can you?
Yes, I guess I did get back just in time. But nobody at the palace saw me. Oh, how frightened they were. They ran like mice when they saw me. Saw my shadow, I mean.
Did you see Tal?
Or the Queen?
No, neither one. I didn't trust this trick disguise too long the first time. But I sent word to Azora to watch out for me.
Good. That will give her something to think about.
If she can think.
Oh, come now, Dale. You mustn't feel that way. Everything's all right now.
I know it is, Flash. But I hate that woman. And I always shall.
Come, lad. Let us give you another electrical treatment.
Yes, do. Then I can go back to the palace.
So soon, Flash?
Well, I must see what's happened to Khan. They've probably taken him prisoner again.
I suppose so. But I hate to have you go and leave me.
Step up on the platform, Flash.
All right. I'm sorry to have to leave you, Dale, but you're safer here. Now, make this a good one, Zarkov. I'll have to stay at the palace longer this time.
I can increase the charge now that we know how it works.
Good.
I have charted the amount of current used and the length of time it retains its power. Soon we can control it to suit the occasion.
Zarkov, we'll conquer the Witch Queen yet.
Back in the palace, Queen Azora is being coached by Khan as to how she should act.
And when he returns, King Flash will reward you. Do you understand?
Yes, but that does not interest me. Why must you always be talking about this King Flash? Can't you find a more interesting subject? I can.
Time is fleeting, Azora. Tal leaves us alone so little I must work fast.
Paul, Flash, forget them for a while. Let us talk about us.
We cannot talk about us, Azora,
Why not?
because when we become personal in our conversation, I become nothing. You are everything.
Ah, that is the most interesting thing I've ever heard you say. Go on, say something else nice like that.
That's Tal.
Oh, let him knock. I do not want to see him now.
You must see him, Azora. He will be suspicious of your actions, and our cause will be lost.
Oh, very well. Come in.
Your Majesty, we are still unable to find any trace of Flash Gordon and his companions.
Never mind. Let them go.
Let them go? Your Majesty, I do not understand.
They probably will not bother us anymore, and I'm sure I do not care what happens to them.
Very well, Your Majesty.
You may go, Tal.
Very well.
Tull. Oh, Tull,
Yes, Queen Azora.
what has happened to Flash Gordon and the scientist and the girl? Have you found them?
Your Majesty, I just told you
You have told me nothing. How dare you say such a thing to me? You forget you are addressing your queen.
Azora, what are you saying?
Why, yes, Your Majesty. We are still unable to find any trace of Flash Gordon and his companions.
Well, keep searching until you do. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Leave no place unsearched. Those people must be recaptured.
But I thought you said to let them go, Your Majesty.
I said to let them go? When?
You must have misunderstood, Azora, Tal.
What right has this servant to interfere?
Do you not remember, Your Majesty? You ordered him treated as your friend.
When?
Your Majesty, forgive me, but this must be cleared up. One of us is hopelessly confused. Do you not remember me bringing this man to you as a household servant?
Yes.
And you ordering me to treat him as your friend?
No.
By my life, I swear that is truly what happened here in this very room.
You have never lied to me, Tull.
No, Your Majesty.
I am forced to believe you. But if I cannot remember, what happened to my mind to cause it to become a blank?
Your Majesty, did this prisoner give you anything to drink?
I do not remember.
You've asked Her Majesty enough questions, Tal. You are tiring her.
What did you give her to drink, you rebel?
Her Majesty has not said I gave her anything.
Wait. I seem to remember he gave me some Vaco.
Rocco. I thought so, Your Majesty. This man gave you another portion of lithium.
The drug of forgetfulness. That is what happened to me.
He tricked me, Your Majesty. He said he would be glad to have the opportunity to serve you. Now I understand what he meant.
Yes, now you understand. You thought because King Flash was forced to leave to save the life of Princess Dale that he had deserted me. Well, I let you think so. And I let you think I had deserted his cause.
You will not have a chance to serve him or anyone else now, Khan.
I have served him to the best of my ability. And if the power of the lithium had lasted a little longer, I should have been able to deliver you and Tal here into his hands.
Take this man away and keep him closely guarded.
Oh, God, take this man away.
Queen Azora! Queen Azora!
What is the trouble?
Oh, Your Majesty, my companions have been slain by an invisible enemy.
Invisible enemy?
Yes, General. And the voice bade me tell Her Majesty
Well, go on.
that the avenging shadow is coming.
The avenging shadow? What nonsense is this?
Wait, God. Con, is this a trick of Flash Gordon?
If it is, I warn you two, King Flash will rule this magic land before long.
Away with him. Take the prisoner to the fiery dungeon.
What can this invisible enemy be like, Tall? Here, have a glass of vodka without lithium this time.
Thank you, Your Majesty. The shadow is some new magic of Flash Gordon, I'll wager.
Well, whatever it is, we can foil it.
How can we, Your Majesty, when we do not know what we are up against?
Have my men stand shoulder to shoulder outside the door of my quarters, and nothing can pass them.
Back in the herdsman's cottage, Zarkov and Dale are thinking about Flash and how he is getting along.
He ought to be there by now, Dr. Zarkov.
Just about, Dale.
I should like to be there to see how that wicked Azora acts when Flash meets her.
She will not be very pleased, I can assure you of that.
You gave Flash a good supply of electricity, Dr. Zarkov?
Yes, double strength this time.
I'm so worried about him. All those blue magic soldiers there, and just Flash against them.
Numbers are useless against an enemy they cannot see, Dale.
I suppose that's true.
And I assure you there is no cause for worry this time about the power of the electricity lasting. Besides, Flash has given me his word that he will run no risk of being seen.
Oh, Doctor, if I were alone, I think I'd go mad with worry and suspense.
I know how you feel, Dale, and I don't blame you for your anxiety. But if I did not know Flash Gordon like I do, I too might have some qualms about his safety.
Oh, I know Flash can do almost anything he sets out to do. But this time it's different somehow.
Now see here, there is no use of us sitting here torturing ourselves with worry. Let us busy ourselves. Do something to keep our minds off Flash until he comes back.
All right, Dr. Zarkov. What shall we do?
Well, the firewood is getting low. Suppose I take that axe and chop some while you pick up kindling.
Splendid. Come along.
Be careful now, and don't get too far away from me, Dale.
Why, what could possibly happen to me here in this wilderness? We haven't seen a soul since that searching party went by the day we came here.
I know, but that doesn't prove anything, Dale. Somebody or something might be around. We do not know what lies in those woods.
All right, Dr. Zarkov. I'll be careful.
Well, I might as well start chopping down this tree.
And I'll start picking up some of those small branches for kindling.
Oh, this tree is a beauty. Look out, Dale. Here she goes.
My, what a big tree. That ought to give us all the wood we need.
That is right. Now I will break it up.
Dr. Zarkov! Dr. Zarkov! Help! Oh!
Hey, Dale, what's happened? What's the matter? Dale! Dale!
Back at the palace, Tal and Queen Azora await the promised visit from the avenging shadow.
Well, there is no sign of this invisible enemy yet, Tal.
No. I wonder if that was just a threat to try to scare us.
Perhaps. Well, I'm going to have some more vodka. How about you?
No, thank you, Your Majesty.
Oh, Tal, the shadow.
What?
Look, it's taking the flagon out of my hand.
Drop that flagon, whoever you are, or I'll dry rot.
Oh, Tal, you invisible fiend, you've killed Tal. He's back. Do not come near me, do you hear?
Drop that ray pistol, Azora.
I know you, Flash Gordon. I will kill you.
Such toys are dangerous, Azora. You might hurt yourself. Give me that gun.
No,
Give it
no,
to me.
keep away. Paul, Rod! Break down the door. Now we've got you, Flash Gordon. There, the shadow. The shadow is Flash Gordon. We have him trapped.
Have you?
Rod, to the window. He's climbing through the window. After him quickly. Now I have you in my power, Flash Gordon.
Listen to me. Azora, your magic and your soldiers are useless against the avenging shadow. I leave now, but I shall return.
Next Sunday, you will find these adventures graphically portrayed in full-color action pictures in the Comic Weekly, which is distributed with your Hearst Sunday newspaper. Meet all the characters face to face, and thus gain the added thrill of knowing them by sight as well as by voice. Flash Gordon, Dale Arden, and Dr. Zarkov are Earth people, but Tal, Azora, Khan, and all the many other characters are inhabitants of the planet Mongo, where our story takes place. These remarkable people should be seen as well as heard in order to be fully appreciated. The Comic Weekly, you know, is the big full-page picture magazine containing the world's greatest collection of humor and adventure, bringing up Father, the Little King, Skippy, the Katzenjammer Kids, Toots and Casper, and many, many others are there each Sunday to entertain you. So be sure and get the big full-page Comic Weekly next week with your Hearst Sunday newspaper. And next week at this same time, we'll be back with another chapter in the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon.